Hai, perkenalkan nama gue Della dan gue kerja sebagai production assistant di PH di Jakarta. Selamat datang di Nurani Bercerita. That was so weird. Gak apa sih, kalau kalian suka gak apa. Gimana ya, mungkin ada backstory dulu ya. Kayak gue seumur hidup tinggal di luar. Like when I say seumur hidup, I literally mean seumur hidup. Untuk tinggal di Indo sih baru November tahun ini ya. Jadi untuk pacaran sama bule atau dari negara manapun lah cowok itu, it feels the same sih ya. Karena mungkin gue nganggapnya kayak mereka kayak manusia biasa aja, tapi beda kulit, beda background story, beda culture gitu-gitu. So kalau dari pengalaman gue sih pacaran sama bule ya pacaran sama orang. So far paling kayak dari lingkungan ya, kayak gue sekolah international school, jadi there are like so many different people from all over the place, and I think that gave me the benefit yang kayak gue nggak ngelihat orang dari luarnya, gue ngelihat kayak dari dalamnya gitu, karena itu yang mereka ngelihat dari gue juga, kayak isi hati gue tuh kayak gimana sih gitu. Bodo amat gue mata sipit, mau gue kulit sawo kayak gimana juga gitu. Terus ya paling kayak gue kan orangnya suka jalan kemana-mana, kayak maksudnya jalan kemana-mana tuh Abu Dhabi, gue dulu tinggal di Abu Dhabi, dan itu tuh lingkungan kecil banget karena isinya kota doang. There's no nature, walaupun ada juga itu bikinan manusia, jadi kayak lingkungan di situ-situ aja. Gue berusaha untuk explore kemana-mana gitu, kayak keluar kota lah, keluar negeri, di luar negerinya juga kayak gitu-gitu. So I meet so many different people from all over the place. Yeah. Untuk momen berkesan, mungkin gue cerita personal sama in general kali ya. Kalau personal gue, kalau in general dulu deh. Kalau in general itu seru dimana gue belajar culture yang baru, gue belajar pendapat dan perspektif yang baru yang mungkin dengan pengalaman gue nggak akan bisa ngelihat di perspektif itu. Karena ya itu, I feel like us as people were like built according to our environment or like according to what we were taught, and we don't face the same experiences. Jadi kalau ketemu orang baru tuh kayak there's always something you can learn, and that's what I got from it. Kayak gue ngambil privilege gue sebagai orang Indo yang bisa tinggal di luar untuk ngambil kesempatan itu untuk bisa cari seseorang yang beda juga gitu. Karena ini personal banget sih, tapi gue ngerasa kalau gue pacaran sama orang Indo itu kayak gue belum siap untuk tied down ke roots gue gitu loh. There's just a lot more to explore. Itu berkesan buat gue di situ sih. Kayak gue belajar banyak hal yang baru, and I think it's definitely shaped me to be the person I am today. Terus kalau untuk personal experience, gimana ya? Jadi waktu itu gue ke Bali ceritanya, and then gue diajak sama temen ke bar, dan di situ gue kenalan sama cowok yang awalnya gue nggak mau samperin, tapi ya sometimes you have that friend yang kayak kenalin ini temen gue Della gitu. Jadi gue dikenalin, terus kita ngobrol-ngobrol, akhirnya deket. And then after like a few months kita sempet not really pacaran like with status, it's more like ya udah kita eksklusif gitu. Terus we saw each other for like a few months, tiba-tiba dia ngilang. Terus pas dia ngilang tuh gue concerned karena he has like mental health issues, and I wanted to be supportive, so I gave him the space he needed. And then all of a sudden gue kayak ini udah kelamaan nih hilangnya, udah seminggu gitu, apa-apaan nggak kayak kabarin kayak gitu. Terus gue telepon, gue confront kayak lo kemana sih, are you okay, like you know you can talk to me blah blah. Dan ternyata dia punya cewek baru, dan di situ gue kayak ya udah sip, balikin harddisk gue dong. Soalnya harddisk gue ketinggalan di dia. Dan best part is tuh harddisk isinya isi kantor semua, dan sampai sekarang gue nggak tahu tuh orang kemana. Jadi gue sekarang masih proses pencarian tuh harddisk kapan gue bisa dapetnya lagi. So itu memorable sih, memorable yang dimana lesson learned, never bring your harddisk to a guy's house ever again. Gue dulu waktu SMA pernah deket sama cowok South African. He was South African. We dated for like almost a year, and everyone in school knew us because like you know it was still school. It was a very closed community. Everyone knows everyone. Terus kenapa memorable experience gue negatif semua ya? Tapi lucu sih jadi cerita gitu. Sekarang I can laugh at it. Waktu itu kita ke restoran, gue ngajak dia kayak makan siang yuk, padahal makan siangnya itu pengen gue putusin karena dia clingy banget deh, kayak it's just not my style, which is okay for some people, but it wasn't for me. Karena di saat itu gue pengen kuliah di Kanada, terus tiba-tiba dia kayak ngikut, terus gue kayak anjir nih orang ngikut buat gue atau buat dia. Terus kita makan di Subway. Wah, Subway tempat kesukaan gue sih. Tapi salah gue milih Subway yang bener-bener di bawah rumah gue, dimana orang-orang kenal gue. Terus kita makan, kita ngobrol-ngobrol, terus dia kayak, kok, why are you so quiet all of a sudden? I was like, so I have something to tell you. And then I told him, it's not working out, and it's not you, it's me, which is so cliche, but I was being honest because I wasn't ready for that kind of commitment because I felt like I still had I had so much of my life to explore and I didn't want a guy to follow me around. Terus dia cuma bisa diam, terus dia ngeliat gue, terus dia ngeliat ke bawah, terus tiba-tiba dia ngeflip meja, terus kursi-kursi dia dorong semua. Untung banget tuh restoran cuma ada satu orang. Lo bayangin dia lagi makan sandwich kayak gini terus ngeliatin gitu. Dan gue cuma bisa ketawa, ya itu jahat banget respons gue. Tapi gue cuma bisa ketawa. Terus mbak-mbak Subway-nya dia bilang, Miss, are you okay? Dan dia kenal gue karena gue selalu makan di situ kan. I'm like, yeah, okay. Do you need any help? I'm like, no, it's okay. Terus gue keluar, terus dia nggak ada. Terus about an hour later, sahabat gue bilang, Della, what happened? Dia tiba-tiba nelpon gue, terus dia bilang dia lagi mabuk di taman. Lo apain? Terus gue kayak, gue ngapa-ngapain. Dan itulah perakhiran gue sama orang South Africa sih. Wah, itu stereotypical banget, tapi kayak nggak tahu deh. So yeah, that's another experience that I faced. Kalau gue pribadi sih nggak ngelihat bule apa Indonya ya. Gue ngelihat mindset orangnya. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a really easy person. Gue emang sangat independent. Yang maksud gue independent tuh gue berusaha lah untuk independent. Gue nggak mau ketergantungan sama orang. Dan that also means a guy, whether it's my husband or whatever. And I need someone who can understand that mindset. Dan buat gue ngerasa kayak gue juga first language-nya kan English ya, like kalau misalkan gue lagi marah atau gue lagi refleks, yang keluar tuh bahasa Inggris bukan Indo. And I need someone who can communicate with me, and I need someone who can understand me. And from my experience, kalau ini gue bukan mengeneralize ya, tapi ini experience pribadi yang gue ngalamin. Kalau orang Indonesia asli, kelebihan yang gue deket itu mereka either bukan clingy ya, mereka protektif lah ya. Either protektif, terus mereka terintimidasi oleh cewek independen. Dan gue gak bisa ada orang yang kayak gitu. Gue butuh orang yang bisa saingan sama gue. Maksud gue kayak, we both challenge each other to be better. And we both support each other to be better. And I need someone who can support me in that. Because my ambitions, whether that's career or hobby, it means everything to me. And so far, orang-orang foreign, bule doesn't have to mean white, right? Orang-orang foreign dan orang-orang yang pernah tinggal di luar kayak gue, biasanya pemikirannya kayak gitu. And yes, there are so many Indonesians who feel that way or think that way, but I'm just not lucky enough to meet them. So. I really like my really like my independence, okay? And I'm not a liberal person. I think liberal, yes, but I don't define as one because ya pemikiran gue masih tradisional kok. Gue masih percaya kayak ajaran Islam kayak kalau nikah kayak gimana bla bla bla. Tapi yes, gue percaya, tapi gue belum siap di tahap itu. Dan mungkin gue udah terlalu open, maksudnya gue udah terlalu influenced by international culture yang dimana gue harus tester gitu sebelum nikah sama orang. Mereka tinggal kayak gimana, mereka hidup kayak gimana, mereka support satu sama lain kayak gimana, komitmen di luar pernikahan kayak gimana. I feel like orang yang foreign bisa mengerti dan memahami itu. And it's just hard to start fresh when you don't know anything about them, you know? So I need to have that. I need to have that chemistry first. And also there's this whole taboo about how like, oh, sexual chemistry isn't important, but it is, because eventually you're gonna do it, you know? Whether it's before or after marriage, but you're gonna do it. And you need to know if you guys can communicate well. Jadi kayak cara ngomongnya kayak gimana, kalian open to having that discussion or not. I know a lot of people aren't. So that's what I find comfortable sama orang luar. Honestly, nggak terlalu, tapi at the same time ada juga kayak I think itu semua depends on personality ya, kayak the person's bringing up or something. Tapi pengalaman gue, kelebihannya, they don't believe in commitment. Yang dimana gue pernah deket sama cowok setahun. Yang maksud gue deket itu kayak dia nggak mau define it as pacaran, jadi dia takut sama status. Karena dia kayak, oh gue pingin kita open relationship, kayak I love you and all, but I want to see other people. And I was like, wow, this is bullshit. This is stupid. Why am I wasting my time? But a lot of people are like that, you know. Mereka lebih terbuka yang kayak, udah lo bebas ngapain gitu, lo, hidup gue. And I need that in a relationship. Yang dimana their entire life isn't dedicated to like, oh this person is everything and it's only that person. Kayak aja lo gak punya interest lain apa? Kayak lo cari ambisi lo kejar ambisi lo. Dan buat gue hubungan itu harusnya kayak the person isn't supposed to complete you, you're supposed to complete yourself. The person is there to complement you. Yang dimana kayak contohnya gue makan nasi mau pakai bawang apa enggak, there's no right or wrong, tapi enakan pakai bawang menurut gue. Tapi ada orang lain yang gak suka pakai bawang goreng. Kayak gitu sih sebenarnya analogi hubungan. Gue pernah yang kayak temen gue kan kelebihan cowok ya, and I don't know why honestly, I'm trying to fix that. But waktu itu gue temenan sama temen ini nih udah dari kecil gitu, lama banget. Terus at the time si cowok yang gue lagi deket, orang Indo, dia tuh kayak merasa intimidated by that guy. And alasannya karena, oh kalian udah kenal lama, what if you leave me for him? Kayak ya udah itu mah urusan lo, kalau lo insecure lo nggak usah bawa-bawa ke gue, kayak gitu sih. Kelebihan yang gue rasain kayak gitu. Because I realized that about Indonesian, like orang lokal yang bener-bener upbringingnya di sini dan mereka nggak internationally cultured. Itu penting ya, internationally cultured. Mereka tuh insecure dan itu dibawa-bawa ke orang. And that's not the right thing to do. It's not their fault that you're insecure. It's your own personal journey. And if you don't know how to love yourself, there's no point in loving someone else because it's gonna waste everyone's time. So, and I feel like people yang foreign tuh ngerti banget sama konsep itu. That's why if you watch like rom-coms, like international rom-coms or anything, you realize how important self-love is. And I don't learn that here because growing up, everyone always tells me kayak, oh lo tuh gendut, oh lo tuh hitam, oh lo tuh nggak kurus dan lo nggak tinggi, kayak gitu-gitu loh. Yang menurut gue tuh kayak ya bodo amat, so what gitu loh. I like who I am, and I shouldn't be ashamed of loving who I am because it doesn't fit your standards. So I think that's why I prefer orang-orang yang kayak bisa memahami konsep itu, because it's important for everyone. So yeah. Indonesian guys are horny as fuck, man. Like, you know, mereka horny banget, tapi they don't know what to do with it. Maksud gue tuh, gini deh, kids. When you wanna have sex, you gotta belajar first, okay? Educate yourself in what sex means. It's not just mine. Okay, there's a lot of consequences with it. There's the whole STDs and shit, herpes. I don't have to tell you what it is, okay? Google it. And then there's pregnancy, and then there's being smart. There's this thing called consent. Itu semua penting, okay? Dan lo harus komunikasi. Listen, I used to have these sessions with the people that I have sex with. Let's say with my boyfriend or like with a sexual partner yang consistent. I would have a sit-down talk with them and be like, okay, what did I do right and what did I do wrong? And some people think it's really weird for me to have a discussion about it. Tapi the more you talk about it, the more I actually learn about like sexual preferences. Terus kayak I learned something about myself. I learned something about the other person. And honestly, the more you communicate it, the more better it gets, because it's the same thing as like getting to know someone. The more we get to know someone, the more we improve, like we adjust to each other's preferences. Terus akhirnya kita nyaman, kayak gitu ya. Kayak gitu sih sebenarnya. And usually when I have this discussion with Indonesian guys, they get scared because otomatis mereka kayak, anjir nih cewek stylenya wild juga ya. Dan buat gue tuh kayak, you admit to what you like, you know. Anjir lo horny juga, tapi kenapa gue doang yang dibahas? Kayak lo juga harus ngaca dong. Lo harus bisa memahami gitu loh. And I think there's nothing wrong with admitting that you like to have fun sometimes, but be smart about it. And I don't feel like most people are smart about it here, because again, it's a social stigma, and people are scared to talk about it because ya mungkin dari culture dan dari the whole religion standards of it, and people think that if you talk about it, it means that you're against religion, but it's not. It's about helping one another, it's about saving a life, it's about making sure that everyone is safe. So I think like people yang di luar setidaknya, walaupun they're not sexually educated, they're open to having that conversation, and they don't think it's weird. They're just people, they just have different skin color, they just have different facial features, but in the end of the day, they're human. You can find someone who's similar here, yang penting mindset mereka, karena yang penting di dalam sini, bukan di sini. So, kalau misalkan menurut lo pacaran sama bule itu spesial banget karena dia putih, atau mungkin dia orang hitam, I don't know, bule kan technically means foreign ya. Berarti you're not gonna find what you're looking for, man. Because if you're just gonna prioritize like physical appearances, I think you need to set your priorities straight. Think about it again, you know, like what do you really want? Is it gonna make you happy? Get to know them. Get to learn about their culture. Don't try to push kayak, oh di Indonesia kayak gini, kalau di mereka kayak gimana? It's about adjustment sih sebenarnya. So if you're ready for that, silakan. But if you're not open to living abroad, if you're not open to learning a new language, please learn a new language. Kalau misalkan lo pacaran sama orang Perancis, please belajar bahasa Perancis, respect each other gitu. Terus kayak, ya gitu-gitu sih, banyak pelajaran, banyak sacrifices yang lo harus face. So if you're ready for that, then go for it. It's fun, it's exciting, it's different. But if you're not, there's a lot of good Indonesian guys out there. Just find the right ones, yeah? I'm on the way to finding that too. It doesn't make you better than everyone else sih sebenarnya. It's the same, you're dating a person. Kecuali lo pacaran sama Tuhan, itu impossible banget sih kayaknya. Tapi maksud gue kayak, ya at the end of the day mereka manusia gitu. And at the end of the day, yang lo jalanin itu journey lo. Orang cuma ngeliat sekilas, lo sebenarnya happy apa enggak gitu. Lo yang akan ngejalanin seumur hidup lo. Kalau lo happy ya, well, congratulations, you know, you have a beautiful boyfriend or girlfriend. Tapi if you're just doing it for pride, you know, you're not gonna find what you're looking for. And itu penting. Makasih udah pada nonton. Jangan lupa untuk like, comment, subscribe. Oh my god. Oke, semuanya makasih.